Hi, and welcome back. We are back at the Zskera Vaults. For week 4 on live, we have Zskera Vault Kicks KX. We are going in this week with 46 free bag slots. Let's see how we go. Last week I think we went in with 43, and I still had to empty stuff out at least twice on the way through. So let's see how we go. This is the last of the 4 in the rotation. We assume it'll just cycle back to the start of the rotation next week. I think this is one that I didn't see on beta, so I'm not quite sure what we're going to see yet. Looks like we have some of the lizard folk, name of which escapes me right at the moment. These are a different creature to the Drakthi, which was the new playable race. This is another lizardy creature that is native to the Dragon Isles and that we first encountered while we were in the Drakthi starting zone. We need to collect 10 of these signed notes. That's a good start. We have a salvage overseer ×2. I think we killed a couple of overseers already. I will go back and check the footage later. We are coming in with more keys than are needed this week again, so I should hopefully not have to pause to go get new keys. Last week we confirmed, okay, so a case robber, Tarrasque, that's what these are called. Last week we confirmed that if I open all the doors at the bottom, these guys don't respawn. So we will do that as a priority, but let's start with the pillaged primordial cache. What else do we have? A reagent pot. Awakened Trust, that's nice. That's signed note. So looking at the doors, we've got a fire door and an air or a frost door maybe at the ground floor. This crate of unfinished scrolls, that's a teleport item. So if you notice this week, we don't have any sort of lift to get up. So it's going to be the gold coin piles. Our third note, and the protective ward of flames. They last for 10 minutes, so we will just keep shuffling around for now. That's door 1, level 1. Door 2. Flask of Renewal. As a class with a heal, I'm probably less concerned about having that. Die. I don't really need the Flask of Renewal because I can cast Renewal on myself. Note number 4. Blood cache. So just checking if there's anything else in this room. I should probably make a point of going back and checking the rooms after I find the amulet. Oh, sorry, not the amulet, the circlet. Vault lurker. Alright, what have we got? We have another note. To do the spun web first, that'll have... Oh, okay, so we're up to 5 notes. 6 notes. Usually there's only about 6 or 7 on the ground floor and the rest will have to get higher up. Failed Potion of Plague, one of those gold coloured cauldrons that is not interactable. Gift token, which would suggest the Blinkton should be in here. So far they've been in here every time. finish off the webs. I think there's usually 6 or 7 of them. So little itty bitty spiders. Alright, the fire room. We still have the fire ward up. So we can just come in and loot this. Searing chest. Just see if there is anything else in here. Not that we can see. So if we get frost later, we will... Oh, that's spitting fire, is it? Interesting. We might come down and put that out later when we find the water so that we can see what else is in there, just in case. So we have a frost room. So we need the fire. Oh no, killing that. Dispelled. So we have. Oh, I haven't seen this puzzle before, but I've heard of it. So we pull on the chain. There are a couple of chains, and it will reveal a chest somewhere else in the instance. Now, I think... Oh, no, it's going to let me break that. All right. We have 9 notes. Maybe we're going to get all 10 on the ground floor for a change. Okay. I think there's one more room to go. Nope, we got 9. Okay. So, we're going to go up. Now, I don't know where we're going to end up. So let's have a look. We appear to be 1 floor up. Oh, is that the 10th note there? There is the 10th note. We appear to be 1 floor up and at position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But let's go get that 10th note and hand those 2 quests in, just in case it gives me another quest. Because some weeks it does, and some weeks it needs you to open a certain number of doors as part of the quest. So let's go hand that in so that we have doors available to us in case they're required. Of course, that means we'll need to pick up the teleport scrolls again, and it will be a good test to see if it puts us at the same location. Ah, not what I meant to do. All right. This is what happens when you act before thinking. Someone conveniently there on the doorstep. All right. So we will pick up the scrolls again, and let's see if it teleports us to the same location. When I did this on beta, it put us at random locations each time you used it. So yeah, we're significantly higher up than we were before. All right, let's see what we see. The forgotten statue. So we're kind of expecting that there'll be an object in here somewhere this week that will give us a bit more information about that statue. We know that the primordial spirit cache. We know that the statue refers to Heraxian, and there has been an achievement data mined for 10.1, which comes out in a couple of weeks' time. referencing Haraxian, so we're kind of being drip fed his story at the moment and his link to the Black Dragons. We don't have all the information yet, so we're still working on it. Alright, where are we? Where are we? Where are we? We are room... where's the entrance? There, so that would be 1. So this is room 7. I wonder if I can jump. No. Alright, so no, I can't jump far enough to clear the distance. Alright, so we have frost. I haven't found fire yet, so we're not going to get in there. Alright. Let's see where we end up this time. We're on the first floor. That's not too bad. We might jump down and get the shields, depending on what we find. Gold pile and a fire shield and an arcane shield. So, alright. We are in room 1, level 1 by the look of it. Couple of gold piles, protective water flames, arcade ward. Another gold pile. I do have the energized circlet running, so if there were any gift tokens in here, I would see them at this point. It is kind of tempting to jump down and see if there are any at the lower floor, but let's see where the teleport takes us this time. This is going to be a little less orderly this week. Teleported us to the same location. Alright, different location. We are, if that was room 1, we're at room 5. Okay, this one. We've seen this one before. Bound Earth. Ah, and there is another chain. Hardened chest. Another hardened chest. We're going to have to keep an eye on the timer on the wards, because with the teleport, I'm not going to have a lot of control over where I end up. So there's a much higher risk of the shields dropping before I get to the rooms where I need them. That drops me the key of Bound Earth to open the cache of Earth. All right. Been here before. We have a new door. Bone pile. Uh-huh, that one. All right. So for the resilient glue, we jump in and then we swim down until we're close enough to loot the gem. And I've generally found, I think it's 4 to get close enough. Oh, 3. Okay. So now we exit. Have a quick look around the room to see if there's anything else we can interact with. Nope. On we go. Been here before. On the first floor again. We are on the 4th floor. We've had one room open on this floor before with the forgotten statue. Earth Colony Sarah is below us somewhere. We will find our way around. We might actually do a bit of a jump down to the next level after this one so that we control where we are a little bit more. So fire. We are, where is the entrance? We are room 6, I think. This will be helpful. All right, so some empty vials. Collect all the empty vials. Put out some fire. And we'll undoubtedly need the stone ones. So, how far up are we? Sarah is over there, and that door is open. We didn't open that door. Who's in there with her? The vials respawn pretty quickly, and we usually have to come back and refill quite a few times. So I'm thinking we will grab a few extras while we're here this week, so that, given the randomness of the teleport, so that we don't have to come back quite so much. Now, on a normal week thus far, we have found... Ooh, that will be handy. We will grab that. We have found that there is fire in a room somewhere, and there is gold in a room somewhere that we can put in a container. So what does Zskera want us to do? How did you get here? Primordial answers. Alright, so we have to kill creatures of different types to get the cores. Okay, so there are got to be 4 chains here somewhere. We've released, at least 4 chains. We've released a few. Looks like there's a few more chains to find around the place. So how many chests do we still have up there? 3. Alright, let's keep looking. This would be position 8, I think. We have a disgusting vat and a primordial gold cache and something munching on us. I'm probably going to get combat flagged again in a second, because generally these rooms keep popping up. Alright, so disgusting vat. I believe we can get Emma out of the disgusting vat and some random other stuff. I'll put tar. Clump of tar. Question is, having fished Emma out previously, whether it will offer her up again. Yes, is the answer. Will it give me another key? Because last week I got a key, I think 2 casts after Emma. I think the determination I made last week was if I got 5 tar in a row, it was done. Old boot. Oh, sorry. If I got 5 greys in a row, it was done. So if I get a grey again, we're done here. And it's not going to give me another key. Yep, didn't get a grey, so let's get going. Gift token, nice. We're up to 2 gift tokens so far. Now, a number of people commented last week that they didn't get any of the items linked to getting the mount. And I don't think I got any the week before either, so it looks like everything that I got to get the mount all came from week 1. And I'm wondering if they only drop in a particular flavour of the instance, which, if it follows the cycle, will be due again next week. But we'll see if anything drops in here this week. They should come from mysterious chests, I believe. That's 4, so if we get a grey again, we're done. Purple. Not quite done yet. Note that we're not even close to half the rooms open, and we've already filled half the bag slots. Right, if this is a grey, we're done. And it's a grey, so we're done. Alright, so let's learn Emma to free up a bag slot. Open that. Maybe not. Note that my shields have now dropped. So I need to keep that in mind if I encounter something. So hopefully this dude will drop a core. Now, the fact that I've already killed the earth guy concerns me, but maybe they come from chests. Let's see. I'm going to fill 2 of those. Actually, let's go with 3. Okay. Alright, so we've already collected our dissolving thing in the alchemy room. Oh, there's a hardened chest hiding behind. Oh, pet. Pet. Do I have one of those already? I appear not to have had Beryl before. Okay. Oh, another chain. This is why you look around the rooms. Another chain, another chain. Alright, let's keep going around. Oh, another one of these. It's the first time I've had a repeat. Oh, another chain. So there's one more chain to find. Yeah, it seems to be 4. Alright, let's exit. So that's the first time I've had a repeat of a room type of one of the atypical rooms. So that's an interesting thing to learn, that that is even possible. Alright, let's grab another dissolving formula just in case we need it. Another restorative water. So we have 5 water, 1 empty vial. Let's just put those up where they belong. Round and round we go. We'll go to the frost room. And we'll use some of the fire on it. Primordial water cache. Now, was there a frost room down the bottom? No, it was an air room. I need to look up what that does. Alright. Now the chest has come down. Now the chest has come down. So 1 to go. Alright. Yay for Slowful. Nothing else in here that I can see. No chains in the corners. Alright. Let's go this way around. Let's pick up some boards as we go. Okay, so this is one I haven't seen before. I had seen the music cache in the data mining. So what have we got? We've got a high mountain drum. Got a humming crystal. That'll be the primordial music cache. So what happens if we do this? Ah, one of these. All right, so these are a little puzzle where I just have to untangle so that there are no overlapping lines. Okay, that's making it worse. All right, so right, we got that. So we have the primordial music cache. And the drum is still interactable, but I don't know what it does. Alright, round we go. Another box of teleport scrolls. That's one way to get back up. Let's open that sack of gold because it's just taking up spot in my bag and it just contains gold. Hard and strong box. Unknown statuary.
Time is money, friend. Keep it real.
15 recipe pages. Okay. I wonder if they drop. Oh, they're over there. All right, so let's. They seem to be scattered around places I've already been. So Brewfest is loosely based on Oktoberfest. It happens in-game in October. And it has a lot of vaguely Bavarian type references in it. There's lederhosen and the like that you can get as a costume. They eat lots of German sausages. There's a Wuppendinger, which is a Germanic cryptid similar to a jackrabbit. Jackrabbit? I've forgotten what the Americans call it, but it's basically a rabbit with deer antlers. I have a plush one that my other half brought me back from Germany just before, in 2019, just before we went into the pandemic. We'll restore the chest, and this should give me a third one of Pathos. So I might have to put a Pathos up for sale to get them out of my bags. Oh no, I must have sold one last week. Alright. Primordial water cache. I noticed that we haven't as yet seen any of the cores, so I'm not quite sure where they come from, because we're getting pretty close to having gone a substantial way around now. Any inside? Yep, there's a few inside. So there is a weekly quest to earn reputation and to complete a activity that occurs out in the world. And this week's activity was to open a door in the Zskera Vaults. So we have done that. I just need to earn another 1510 reputation in order to finish this week's reward, which is generally a substantive reputation reward. So we're back to the crate of unfinished scrolls. I can see there are some recipe pages downstairs. We've done a full loop here. So let's go down. We're going to have to use the random crate to get back up. Let's put the fire out in here so that we can have a better idea of what's going on in here. No chains. We're wearing circlet. No Nilth gift tokens. Oh, there's a recipe. They're everywhere, they're everywhere. Oh, I've got a Flask of Windward Steps now. No. The Flask of Windward Steps is really only useful on higher levels because we don't have a way of getting up. And you can only have one movement device active at a time, which means at the moment we can either have the Flask of Windward Steps, which moves us one step around, or we can have the random teleport, which will put us at a random location around the place, which can be up or down. So the Flask of Windward Steps at the ground floor is not helpful. Oh, it's a Flask of Renewal. Looking for one more recipe page. Or another chain. Should have looked up in the walls for the chain when I was in that room. Nope. No chain, no recipe pages, no tokens. Recipe page. So we have finished that quest. We just need to get to the point of handing it in. Right, no chains there. So let's trade the Flask of Windward Steps for the crate of unfinished scrolls and go up somewhere. How far up are we? There. That does not help me because I am not far enough up to go to new rooms. Alright, up we go. Oh, I could have handed that in, couldn't I? Alright, what have we got in here? Empty vial. Empty vial. Empty vial. Now the Flask of Windward Steps was in here. Isn't it? Maybe not. Haven't managed to find the next chain yet. Hopefully we'll go up. Nope. No, it can take me to the 4th floor because it has previously. Is there anything else in this room? Aha! So that's one of the quest items that I needed. Splat. Oh, no, we survived. Maybe. No. Seeing how we're up here anyway and we're going to have to pick up all our buffs again, let's sell some stuff and get some stuff out of my bags. $22 free. So that is a lot of stones we have in there at the moment. All right.
There's nothing I can't scale.
Unfinished scrolls. That doesn't really help us. We really want to get to that, but we really want that on a higher floor. Ugh. Okay. Let's just port around and have a look for stuff. Nope. Alright, room we haven't opened before. We need an arcane ward for that room. So let's have a look and see if we can see anything else in here. Energized circuit. So the energized circuit can appear in different locations. Once you've found it the first time, it can move. There is no guarantees. But it does seem to be that once you've had it, you will keep getting it. What have we got? No chains, nothing new in this room. It's just going to get a bit frustrating now because we're just going to port around. I will check later for what is where on the playback, because it will drive me slightly batty trying to work it out with the random jumping around. Jump around, jump around. I have 1 dissolve, 2 water. So let's grab another dissolve in case I need it. Flask of Windward Steps. Probably had to replace it for a
Yo. Glad I could help.
so that gives me 3 more keys. That'll be handy for next week. Not so useful for this week. Let's see if we can find some wards while we're here. There's some down the bottom, aren't there? And I'm just one from the bottom. So let's do that. Let's pick up some wards. This is possibly the least efficient way of doing it. We're trying to get back up to the top floor. And then really, we either need to appear at each platform individually, or we need to get a Flask of Windward Steps on the top floor. Don't like my odds on either of those, but let's see how we go. Let's go up. Where are we? Not as far up as I need to be. Rexian. And while I'm on the right level, I'm not on the right platform. I need a new platform up at this height. Or I need a new platform up at this height and a Flask of Windward Steps. It's really annoying that you can't have the flask in your pocket and switch to it. This is a super annoying affix. Alright, we're on the right floor, but I don't believe I have a flask available to me or any chains. Alright. But I do now have the ward to get in here. Sparkling Mana Stone, looking for an arcane. I don't need one, I need a Storm of Water or an Earth Core. Oh, new room, that's better than the alternative. One of these puzzles, okay. And we have the Earth Core in here. Refresh my arcane. Do that. So we have 2 of them. Hardened chest. Alright. They're all the same colour and I need to do them in the right order. I think so far we've done 4. No. Alright. 2, 4, 3, 1. That has been the combination each time we've encountered this thus far. Now, I have a couple of dissolving things on me. Stone Watcher. That does nothing. That does nothing. Okay. not having a consistent way to move around the top floor is super annoying. If I had any feedback whatsoever, it would be that this is the most annoying way to move around the instance. Not having control over where you go. It just adds time for no good reason. Now, if you were playing a Drakthir or a Demon Hunter, you would have a double jump available to you, and at the top platform you would be able to jump around and survive it reasonably well. Something like a yeah, I can't use that. Something like a paladin might be able to use a charge. Yeah, flap doesn't quite get me there. It was worth a try. We will keep trying until we hit a platform that we haven't been on before. Should check in the results to see if it was sending me through a particular sequence of rooms. I wonder if changing where I start from will change the sequence. So far, no. I haven't been anywhere I haven't been before. Alright, I'm going to try something. I don't know that it will work. There was something early on. I don't think it's about Potion Plague. There was a gloopy thing that would give you some degree of control while going up. Flask of Renewal from memory is just a healing potion. Restores 30% health. Yeah, so it's the same as my renew spell. This is where you really want the teleport. because this is super tedious. Hmm. 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 We might take a short sojourn. Don't think there is an alchemist bench in town. It doesn't require the decay. We're going to take a short detour, fingers crossed, to see if we have an alternate solution to this problem. I don't know what the cooldown on these potions is, and normally I wouldn't look to use an external consumable to solve a problem in one of these. So I'm an alchemist, as one of the two primary professions that I have on this character. One of the utility potions this expansion is a Potion of Gusts, which works a bit like the Potion of Windward Steps. I'm not sure quite how far it's going to push me forward and how much control I'm going to have, so we might need to be a little bit careful about which way we're facing when we use it, that we don't overshoot the platform. I haven't experimented with this yet. I had wondered why the potion even existed. It didn't seem terribly useful. Yep, right, so I got a multi. We don't need to keep making those. Alright, so we will, as quickly as we can, get back to where we need to be. This will take us a moment. My apologies. Just while we're in the air, I'm going to go grab a drink. So I shall return. Be back. So one of the things I did earlier today was farmed up the Phoenix Wishwing. The Phoenix Wishwing is a pet that was discovered recently as a secret. It has a ton of farming involved in it. So step one of it needs to have Cataclysm Time Walking active. The first component you need for it drops from the Phoenix box in Firelands on Time Walking difficulty. Then there is, I'm trying to remember the numbers. There are items that drop. You need to collect 10 items in Spires of Iraq, which is one of the Warlords of Draenor zones. They're collected from a little cauldron. They have a fairly short respawn time, so you just fly around checking the cauldrons as you go until you collect 10 of them. Then you needed, let's see how we're here anyway. Let's crush some rocks. You needed 20, I think it was, items from in Unguru. That was a really awful farm, to be honest. There was competition, which is fine, but a really low drop rate on the item, and there were 2 mobs sharing a spawn point, but only one of them could drop the items. So you were running around hoping to get the tap because they die very quickly, basically a one-shot at our level, hoping that it was the right type of mob, and then a really low drop chance on it. So it took me about 4 hours to farm up the 20 items that I needed yesterday. Then when you get those items, you need to buy this ash feather amulet from Grifter. Oh, sorry, those items combine into an object. You then need to buy the ash feather amulet from Grifter and go farm up 15 feathers that you'll be able to see on the ground with the amulet running. And then beyond that, you need 15 or 20, I can't remember. Then you need another 20 items that you have to farm up, which were a bit more tedious to farm because while there were probably more mobs that could drop them, unlike the ones from Unguru, they were most definitely not a one-shot kill. They took quite a bit more time to kill. They're in an area with high competition. They only had about a 4% drop rate for the item. So that took me about another 4 hours to farm those up while I was sitting in meetings today. I was gone long enough for these guys to respawn. I think the elite one doesn't respawn if I've opened all the doors. We'll find out in a sec. But we're back to 32 free bag spots. Looks like they're all back. Alright, so my theory of them not respawning, maybe it depends on if I leave the zone. Alright, Tarask. So that's interesting. That's a different mix of mobs than we had when we first came in here. Grab that. We'll grab the wards because we might want them. We still need a water and a storm core, and we're hoping that there will be one up the top there somewhere. Alright, so first things first, we have our Potions of Gusts. We will put them there and hope that they do the job we want them to do. We'll be in Moonkin form so that if we have to suddenly break 4, we have an opportunity to do so. Alright, 5-minute cooldown. This could be super annoying, but it appears to work. So this could be slow but consistent. What have we got in here? We have a puzzle. Sapphire Runelock. So a Sapphire Runelock means that I need to get 4 blues at the same time. Damn it. That was an unintended consequence. I need some more blues on the board so that I can get them near each other. Ah, that'll do it. Alright. So this is not the room that is going to give us the bit that we want. Alright, while we're waiting for the cooldown, let's see if being in a different location changes the calculus on this. Apparently not. But we can keep hitting this until we're back on the top floor again. And we'll sit and wait. This will be really annoying, I'm sorry. This is the only way I can consistently get around the top deck at the moment in a controlled manner. So let's make sure we're going in a direction we haven't been before. Because we really want to hope that we get a Flask of Windward Steps in one of these, because as you can see it's going to be 5 minutes between steps, and that one we've been to before, have one, that one we've been to before. So we've got alternating steps. At this point it's going to take us 50 minutes to get around. 50 minutes? No, 25 minutes. Not a fan of that, but let's see how we go. Don't think it'll be any faster if we go the other way, because we know that we can get to that room. So what we might do after this one is we might port around a bit till we get to that room, so that we at least don't have to do 2 jumps. The Potion of Gusts is made by an alchemist. They're not soul-bound, so you should be able to buy them on the auction house if you need them. It might be worth coming in here with some next time. If I'd known they were going to be required, I'd have probably grabbed some. Oh, what's that? The ward, or is this? I think it's just the ward. I was going to say, I thought there was something maybe behind that door, but we'll see. We still need a water and a storm, so there's probably an ice one up here somewhere. And I believe we still have a fire in there, so we should be fine. The Potion of Gusts, as I said, is crafted by an alchemist, should be able to be purchased. If I'd brought some in with me earlier, I could have done a couple of the top rooms and then cleared out below and then come back and done a few top rooms, so as not to waste the cooldown too much. 5-minute cooldown was a little annoying, but it is what it is. Let's be facing in the right direction so that we make use of it. So of the 3 rooms we have left to open, 2 of them should contain a core, and one of them should contain a chain, because we're still missing a chain. Three, 2, 1, and in we go. All right. Wind cache. So yes, there's the wind core. So I have found this room. There is no solution other than to run around the edges and just try and loot stuff. That will make life easier. Infinitely easier. Alright. It seems to be the boundary of the wind does the most knocking back. Out, out, out. Need to get out again, so we just need the water core. I didn't look to see if there was chains in that previous room. We should go back and do that, because I will kick myself if there were. There were not, but let's grab another empty vial just in case. We have 3 and 4 minutes respectively on the wards. Okay, there's the last chain. Alrighty. So, interestingly enough, we have Nelfarian gift tokens without having seen the Blingtron rune. So that broken projector, this one, is Nosdormu. Hello, Nosdormu. That is a statue. This one is Alexstrasza. Hello, Alexstrasza. This one is Zskera. And this is the opera chest. Already know that one, Lady of Dreams. The Opera of the Aspects book is unique, and I have one in my bank, so I can't pick it up. But that's okay, I have one. So this should be a water room. Or ice, maybe. We do have some fire in our bag. Yep. So let's grab the fire, put out the ice, grab the primordial water core. We have another inanimate crystal spine, which should now be, oh, okay. There's a cobalt, which I already have a couple of cobalts in my bag, in my inventory, so we'll sell one of those again. Might as well get rid of that because I can't learn it twice. There are 3 possible toys at this point. I have 2 of the 3. Now, I believe that is every room opened. We still have the secret room we can go to, but I don't think we will this week because I don't think there's anything I really need. So we need to go back to the chain room, which is a location for the chest, for the random thing, but let's see what we see. Is there any room we haven't done yet? It's down there. So let's get into Moonkin. That's a tad annoying. Should have just trusted the fall. Shifted to cat form. Alright. The Vial of Windward Steps is not here at the moment. Okay. That is the last of the chain guarded chests. We are trying to get back to her.
Warm wishes to you. May your days be long and your hardships few. Remain vigilant.
Now, I believe that is every door open and every reward collected. This week, we didn't get the Blingtron, but we do have 3 tokens to hand in. We got an extra 4 keys, which doesn't hurt for next week. We didn't see the research chest, which we did on week 2. We got 2 keys last week. We have a few of these left, which they've got a duration. They will despawn, so they won't be there next week when we come in. That needs to go in a different bag, because I hadn't seen one of those before. Alright, so that looks like that is Zskera Vaults for this week. My apologies for the boring bit in the middle while we teleported around madly. That's it for this week's stream. I will try and put a list of all the rooms up once I've gone through the video and worked out where everything is. Thanks for watching, and we'll probably stream again in the next 2 weeks to see if we can get a couple of things that we've missed up until now. But thanks for watching, everyone.